let's go ahead and talk a little bit about
Big Brother.
This Big Brother thing going on.
So we pretty much already known. We've already talked about it. Everyone's really known that the government really is spying on us. And with WikiLeaks' latest leak, they really confirmed that the CIA is behind all of it. The CIA has been pretty much hacking into anything that has some type of computer into it. Samsung Smart TVs, iPhones are a big target because they're so big.
A lot of people have an iPhone.
Almost everyone has an iPhone, and
Except
even
for us.
yeah, even software, big software softwares have holes into it to where the CIA could loop in and find a way to get in and hack and spy on you. So when you think your camera's off, sometimes the CIA could be watching whatever you're doing, which is some people think it's okay because they think they're not doing anything wrong. Some people still want their own privacy.
So like you said, WikiLeaks has come up and has now proven that this is happening with the CIA. Like you were mentioning, this is something we've already known about. We know that the government's spying on us, you know. I mean, we talked about when we do phone reviews, I don't own a Samsung, I don't own an iPhone. Why? It's because that's who they're targeting. They're targeting those people because that's the people that own the product the most.
But even then, it's not always just the brand, especially with Samsung since they make Android phones.
Yeah.
It's the operating system as a whole. So pretty much Android and iOS are the big targets. And the hottest TV out there right now is what? A Samsung Smart TV.
Yeah.
And they have microphones built into the TVs so they can hack into it.
Wow. So this is happening not only on your TV, not my TV. My TV's, doesn't have that. But this is not only on TVs. This is on your phone. This is on your laptop.
And vehicles.
And vehicles,
yeah.
wow.
So
they're not only seeing you, they could, even if you have it like somewhere stashed away, next to you or whatever, they can hear what you're saying.
They don't got to record what you're doing, but if they could somehow record what you're saying with a microphone, everything has a microphone nowadays. So they could get into it, hack it, and pretty much listen to everything you're doing. And with cars, they could even find a way to pretty much drive your car. There was a big recall with Dodge, and they also had to take them back and fix what their computer was doing because it was also, they found a loop. Some hackers found a loop to get through it.
So WikiLeaks, it's the same guy. Is it Julian
Assange.
This guy, we've heard about him, way before. We actually heard a lot about him in this past election. And what he was doing is he was exposing what our government has been hiding from us. And you'd think that we should be praising this guy, right? But it's like the opposite. Like we're
against them.
We want to send him in jail for exposing the corruption.
It's like another Edward Snowden that has to be hiding all the time because he's the enemy, even though he literally gave us information that the government is looking upon you.
Like for instance, with the whole like Hillary Clinton and her emails.
Yeah.
Somehow she wiped out 30,000 emails. Why? We don't know. We don't really even talk about that. But instead of like praising the guy and saying, "Hey, this guy's helping us out," Hillary Clinton is not a good person, right? She's a criminal.
I mean, she's corrupt. And that's what I got a lot of people mad about that is that instead of going at her and attacking her and be like, "Hey, what are you hiding? What's going on? Why do you have to delete so many emails?" They attacked him. But when you see it in different countries' perspective, we're also the bad guys. We also do negative stuff that we don't really hold accountable to ourselves because we live in this country. We think we're free. We believe everything we say. But the U.S. is covering up just as much secrets as any other country is. And we're pretty much, this is what they're doing again with the CIA. Covering it all up. Trying to blame everyone else because they have their loopholes. They know how to switch it up all around with any country they can. And now all of a sudden, Russia is up with the United States or Japan that they could hack anything. They're super advanced with technology. Really?
Yeah.
Do you believe that? Do you guys believe that?
I don't know. I think it's crazy. Like you said, the situation, the issue has been an issue that we've known about.
Yeah.
But now it's been released through WikiLeaks. Anybody could look up this information.
Yeah, confirming it, showing proof, pretty much evidence. It's all on their documents. It's a whole file.
And it's called Vault 7.
Vault 7, yes. It's called Vault 7, and it has other code names too. Like for the one that hacks iPhones, which everyone loves. It's called Dark Skies, and that's pretty much their program, or their virus, as you could call it, malware, whatever you want to call it, that hacks into iPhones and can either open up your camera without knowing, turn on your microphones without knowing, and you have no idea that it's spying on you.
Like you were saying, like, you know, there's people out there that cover their
there's famous
laptop
people. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg,
tape, yeah.
He puts tape on his laptop, on his front-facing camera. Why?
Because
Obviously, he knows that you could hack it. He's Facebook's developer.
Yeah.
So he knows what he can do.
And he's making money off of our information to begin with, as this video airs on Facebook.
Edward Snowden that he's hiding, he has tape on his camera too, covering up anything that he needs to hide from himself.
Let's go ahead and wrap up the show, Eric.
Yeah. So, I'm Erick Mateos. Follow us on Facebook at Media Crossover, and on Twitter, Media_Crossover.
And don't be afraid, when you like our page, don't be afraid to hit the tab to see our stuff first. Because Facebook does this thing where we can be sharing 100 things and you might not see it.
No more recent views. Now you gotta be top stories, and just become part of the notification squad.
Make sure you stay connected as much as possible. And like Eric said, whether it's sports, whether it's video games, tech,
TV,
pop culture,
music,
we are your go-to. So, thank you for watching. I'm Jesse Valdez.
and I'm Erick Mateos.
Plugging you into everything that matters.